Back, it's Luis with L.L.C Customs again. Extremely excited to let you guys know that our new product, the GMC 2014 to 2018 Bose bypass harnesses, are now out and available for purchase on our website. Basically what we did here is we created our own signal high level to low level stabilizing unit. These harnesses will plug and play to the Bose system on any GM model from 2014 to 2018. Currently working on getting our hands on a 2019 to test it out. Let's go over real quick what will all come with, depending on your setup, what you will get in the mail. So our first harness here is going to be our sub amplifier only. This harness will be for those of you guys who are happy with your door speakers, your tweeters, your mid-ranges, and all you want to do is add some subwoofers in your life. This is going to be your harness. It's a one harness, plug and play. All you're going to need to do is going to plug into your Bose amplifier. It's going to give you your RCA outs. It's going to give you a remote out. Now, the second harness that you're going to get is what we refer to the mids and highs. This harness here, again, will plug and play with your Bose amplifier, and it's going to give you a remote out, and it's going to give you 4 channels of play. So if you're not wanting to add subwoofers, you just want to amp up what's in your doors, this is the kit for you. Now let's say that you do want to do a full kit, you do want to go all out, you want to do your subwoofers, you want to do your dash, you want to do your doors, you want to go all out. These harnesses will be available as an add-on at purchase on our website. That's at www.LLJcustoms.com. And what you're basically going to do is you're going to plug these guys in like this together. You're going to plug them into their corresponding connectors in your Bose amp, and then you're going to get 2 remote turn-ons. And the reason why you get 2 remote turn-ons is in case one of these units fails, your whole system doesn't go down. Now, of course, if you're using a 5-channel amplifier or a 6-channel amplifier, then you're just going to want to use one or the other. If you're doing multiple amplifiers and you have multiple ways out, so that's an option. Our third option that we're currently working on is going to be a bypass plug that is going to plug in to your plug back here on this amplifier. And what basically will have to happen is you're going to get your signal from your Bose amp, you're going to plug into this harness here, and then the wires running back into your vehicle, the ones that you are going to have to wire to your now aftermarket amplifier, you're going to get a harness, and that harness is going to be able to plug into that, and we'll go over that again later on in the video, so stay tuned. So now we're going to show you where you're going to do your connections. This brown connector here is going to be your data, positive, negative, and that's what's coming from your head unit. That's basically what tells the amplifier what you're doing up at the head unit, turning up the volume, muting it, so on and so forth. It also helps maintain your OnStar. This secondary, this wire here, that's only one wire in the plug, that is what is going to mute your OnStar. It's a cam low speed. This next harness here, this green connector that you guys are seeing, this connector is going to carry all your mid-ranges. It's going to carry your mid-range, your tweets. That's basically all that connector does. Some vehicles, obviously depending on your trim level, you're going to have more wires or less wires. And then of course this bad boy all the way down here, that's what's going to have your power for your amplifier along with your subwoofers. If you're a vehicle like a Denali where they have a subwoofer in the center console, then you're going to have more wires. If you're an LTZ that has a Bose system, then your color code might change. Again, that really doesn't matter with our harness because our harness is made to plug and play across all GM models, 14 to 18 with the Bose system. So we're going to go over real quick how you're going to plug this up. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do your subs, obviously because this harness has the power in it. You're going to pull that bad boy out. You're going to grab our harness. Stop the... Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and grab our connector. In a Bose system, in a true Bose system, this connector is going to be black. Same with this green connector. The connector is also going to be black. But the harness, like I said, works again across all models. So you're going to grab your connectors and you're just going to match them up. They're going to clip in. For this image right now, we're just basically doing the sub only. We're not going to be doing these guys yet. You're going to grab your connector here, and again, it's going to plug. You're going to want it to click, and you're going to be good. This unit does use a signal sense, so it is going to wait for that amplifier to turn on before this unit turns on, before you can get your amplifier turn on. The amplifier turn on usually is going to come with about 2 feet of remote cable. That'll be your setup here. Obviously, all you'll need to do now is just run your RCAs for your amplifier and run your remote turn on to your amplifier. We also supply you with connectors in case you have your own cable, or we provide you with cable if you select so on the checkout menu on our webpage. To add the mid-range and high levels, same thing. You're going to grab your connector, it's going to plug in. You're going to grab this harness, it's going to plug in as well. You want it to click. And so now your harnesses are set to go, so you can go ahead, grab these, tie them back, zip tie them, get them out of the way so they're not rattling. And then you're going to grab your positive and your negative, and you're going to clip these bad boys together, so that way this unit can be powered up along with this unit, and you're ready to go. Your 6-channel out is now ready to play if that is so what you choose to do. For this demonstration, we don't have a 4-channel amplifier. We're using our test demo for another vehicle at the time, so we're going to go ahead and just do our mono. We'll probably upload a video at a later time where we're testing everything out. Alright guys, so final but not forgotten, we're going to go over how the actual bypass is going to work if you're doing a high level, if you want to do a high level bypass. So in this situation, we already, we have our subs set up. Our subs are, hypothetically wired up to our amp, and we're good to go. So let's say that you no longer want your mid-ranges or your twitters to be crossed over or powered up by your Bose amp. In that case, what you're going to want to do, but you still want to use the factory wiring because you don't want to run factory aftermarket wiring to all your speakers. So in that case, what you're going to do is you're going to want to take your harness. This harness is the one that we unplugged from the amplifier, and it's what runs directly. It goes directly from here to each individual speaker in the car. So depending on how many speakers you have in the vehicle, obviously, you have your pairs. So like in this case, we have the greens. We're going to have what looks like a beige blue, and then we have yellows, and then we have browns, right? So if we had, let's say we had like a Denali or a Tahoe or a Suburban where there might be a couple more speakers, then we might have another couple pairs. And these are positive on top, negative on bottom. That's with the clip on top. So these is the top row, is the bottom row. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to order our harness that says high-low with bypass, if that's what you're planning on doing. And what you're going to get in the kit is you're going to get this here wire. And this wire is pre-terminated. It's going to be about 3 feet. And this part right here is going to connect to your speakers going back into your speaker wire going back into your vehicle. And these here wires are all color-coded. They're all the pure color and then that color with a black line. And these are going to plug into the outputs of your aftermarket amplifier. So depending on how many speakers you actually have here and where these speaker wires go, that's what pair of wires you're going to use. So in this case, we're going to be using orange, light orange, green, and purple. So we'd go over here, we'd go orange, light orange, green, and purple. And all the rest of these we're not going to use. So obviously there's not going to be an input coming through them, so we don't have to worry about going in and like tying them back individually. We can basically do this here and zip tie them if you want to, or you could cut them off, whatever you want to do. These are the pairs. So this will be, let's say, front left, front right, rear left. And that's going to be up to you to find out. This is a universal kit. So what you're going to want to do at this point is you're going to want to separate these, and you want to grab yourself a 9-volt battery. And what you're going to do with that 9-volt battery is you're going to put the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative. And you're going to hear a popping noise, and that's basically the coil in the speaker moving up and down. You're not actually popping your speakers. It's just it's a term that we use. It's called popping the speaker, and it's how we can determine if this wire or what speaker in specific this wire is running to. So again, This is the bypass harness. This is the, let's go ahead and get this sub harness out of here so we don't confuse anybody. So that pulled out, that was already disconnected. We'll disconnect this here, and then let's say we connect this back. So let's say you just buy the mid and high level harness. Obviously, if you get the mid and high level harness with the bypass. So again, so to reiterate, this is going to be the on when you go to our website and you go down to your options of your amp setup. This is what you're going to get in the mail when you select the mid highs with the bypass. You're going to get these two harnesses here. And again, what you're going to want to do is you're going to unplug your green or black plug, and that is going to be replaced by your green plug, okay, here. And if you're gonna want to power up your OEM speakers with an aftermarket amp, you're gonna want to leave this unplugged. You don't want to plug it into this. If you're looking to just hijack the signal, which is what this is gonna do, then you're gonna want to plug this in if you're gonna leave your factory speakers in place. If you want to use the factory locations with the factory wiring, but you're gonna use an aftermarket amp to power them, then you're gonna want to use this here. And so the setup will go as follows. You're going to go ahead, like we went over, you're going to select what speaker wires you're going to use. In this case, these are our speaker wires that we're going to use right here. And then your RCAs with your remote turn on are going to go to your aftermarket input, and then your outputs are going to get wired into this. So whether you do this here or you do it somewhere else, obviously we give you enough slack, and we're going to give you male to female ends that are going to go on here so you can extend it to wherever you please. As always, thank you for watching our videos. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us, even if it's not related to the product. If you guys have an idea, or you guys want a custom harness made for one of your vehicles, visit our website at www.lljcustoms.com. Go to the Contact Us tab and drop us a line, or you could always give us a call at 602-320-7004. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and have a great day.